Then he said, a certain man had 2 sons, and the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the part of the property that falls to my share. Then he divided his means of living to them. Later, after not many days, the younger son gathered all things together and traveled abroad into a distant country, and there squandered his property by living a debauched life. Then he said to him, Child, you have always been with me, and all the things that are mine are yours. But we just had to enjoy ourselves and rejoice, because this, your brother, was dead and came to life, and he was lost and was found.
You see that, David? I knew you could do it.
We alive yet?
Who wants to know?
Come on, little brother. Get a move on. I need some help moving the extension ladder before we eat.
Not today, big brother.
Hey, James, hold on. That's a 2-man job. Here, let me give you a hand.
You know it's a 2-man job. The other man should have been down here by now to help.
Your brother's going for a job interview in the city.
Job interview for what? Where'd this come from?
He told me and your mother about it last night.
That'll work out really well with the schedule. Uh-huh. Okay. Yes. And 50% at the end of the month. That's right.
Can you put the dishes on the table?
And I'll make sure John gets back to you on that. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Mom, I gotta go.
Honey, you're not staying for breakfast?
No, I can't.
Here, John, the Crawfords accepted your bid.
Okay.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, David, you're not eating with us.
No, I gotta go.
But breakfast is almost ready.
David, I'd sure like to talk with you before you go.
Yeah, why don't you join us for a while? We can talk about things like, the weather, and how you never told your older brother that you were looking for another job.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I needed your permission.
Have you forgot that you have a job? Barker Family Construction? The small company that you're 25% of? The one that finally has workbook for 6 months?
John, can you stir that for me, please?
Okay, first, it's just an interview. I haven't actually gotten the job. And second, maybe I don't want to swing a hammer for the rest of my life.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just want to get out on my own. Maybe have more responsibility.
David, I told you, you're almost at a point when I can give you some jobs of your own. You do good work, and you're only getting better.
So what is this dream job that you're after anyway?
It's a web marketing company in the city.
Web marketing? What experience do you have with that?
None, but they're hiring for some big project, and Al recommended me. I'm meeting him first to get some tips before the interview.
Tips from Al? I mean, Al Phillips. Please don't tell me you revived your friendship with that loser.
He's not a loser. He's been with the company for 2 years, and he's already a project manager.
I'm sorry, I'll rephrase that. He's a spiritual loser.
You know, James, it's amazing to me that you have time to be both a carpenter and a judge.
Okay, it's time to eat. Honey, let's do our daily text and then feed these monkeys.
I think that's a good idea.
Mom, Dad, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to do it later. I'm a little nervous and I want to get there early.
All right, then. You better get going. But please, before you agree to anything, let's talk about it first, okay?
Absolutely, Dad. It's just an interview.
All right.
Well, you need something to eat. And remember, tonight I'm making your favorite, roast beef.
Sounds great. Thanks, Mom. Love you.
Love you too, honey.
Love you, son. David, remember you have a talk tonight.
Yeah, I'm all set.
So what if he actually gets this job? Are you really gonna let him just quit in the middle of all this work?
Well, I guess there's no sense in worrying about what hasn't happened yet. Besides, it's not like I can force him, or you for that matter, to work for me.
Dad, I want to work with you.
I appreciate that, son. Well, let's do our daily text.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely still excited about this opportunity. It's just my family isn't.
Your brother is such a control freak, man. He needs to mellow out. He's gonna have a stroke or something.
He'll be all right. My main concern is my parents. I don't think they want me to leave the family business, and my dad wonders if this is the best move for me.
Classic case of parents not wanting to let go. But look, years from now, when they're old and feeble and Barker Family Construction has gone under, they are gonna be so grateful that their son has this rock-solid job with a Fortune 500 company.
Nice, Al.
I'm right. And here we are.
Wow! Is it the whole building?
Nah, it's just 2 floors.
You think I stand a chance?
Of course. He's with me. They don't let just anybody in. All right, let's go over this one more time. You gotta sell them on your strengths. You're a good worker, excellent communicator, quick learner, can-do kind of guy.
Got it.
You gotta sound like a company man. Yes, sir, I'll do whatever it takes, or whatever you need. Stuff like that, it's very important.
Right.
So let me be frank. You don't have any experience in web marketing, or with any marketing for that matter.
Yes, sir. But I learned very quickly.
This is tough. I like you. I like your attitude. And I'm impressed with the way you speak.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Tell me, in your construction job, how many hours a day did you work?
Mostly 8, sometimes less.
How would you do working a professional week?
Fine. That would be no problem. I'll do whatever it takes, whatever you need.
Hi, Nicole. Hello. Hey, any messages for me? Yes. Hello, Trinor.
David. Dave, why don't you come on back? Got something to tell you.
Let me guess. I don't have enough experience.
That's right. You don't. But doesn't matter. He really likes you. He's gonna offer you the job.
No way. Really?
Oh, and it gets better. Since you're such a rookie, he wants you on my team so I get to train you.
Seriously?
Yeah, so, feel free to refer to me as sir from now on.
All right.
Let's go, he's waiting.
All right. Actually, wait.
What's wrong?
You think I can tell Mike that I'll give him an answer tomorrow?
That would be a very bad idea.
I know, but my dad wanted me to talk with him before I committed to anything.
What's there to talk about? You have 100 other people out there that want this job.
I know, I want this.
Then stop letting them mess with your head. This guilt, it's not healthy, bro. You're just gonna doom yourself to a life of working on other people's gutters and roofs.
You're probably right.
I know I'm right. It's a gift of mine. Now, what do you say we get in there before he changes his mind?
All right, let's do it.
Now you're talking.
So what I can offer you is a position as a project assistant. Once you sign the company confidentiality agreement, you'll get more details. For now, this will tell you about our company.
Thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Benson. I really, really appreciate it. I won't disappoint you.
Beautiful. Any questions?
Just one. Every week I have meetings.
Excuse me. Yes?
Gene Weber is online too.
Thank you. Listen, I got to take this. Did you want to tell me something?
No, nothing. It can wait.
Very good. Al, why don't you take David, show him around, and then take him down to HR to make it official. David Barker, welcome to True North.
Thank you, Mr. Benson.
My friend, let me introduce you to your new home away from home. I'll give you the lay of the land. We got the manager's offices over there. That includes me. This is what we call the Pod Village. It's where the worker bees reside. They take care of the search engine management, analytics, graphics, sales, things like that. Hey, Will, my computer's been running slowly. I need you to stop by this morning. Check it out for me.
First off, Al, you're not my boss. Second, I'll get to it when I can. And third, maybe your computer wouldn't be running so slow if you'd stop downloading things you shouldn't be, okay?
Okay, Will, get to it when you can. These IT guys, they forget who they're working for. And this is our break room here. Over here, this belongs to a good friend of mine.
And who would that be?
Come on, man, take a seat.
I really got hired. I mean, this is all mine.
You did? And yes, it is.
The only problem is I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh, don't worry, I'll cover for you.
Just one question. What is a professional week?
That's a nice way of saying we work overtime and don't get paid for it.
Does it happen a lot?
Yeah, it depends on what the deadline is. Come on, there's a couple of people I want you to meet.
Well, that's a completely unrealistic date. Why don't they ask the people that actually do the work? I know. I know. Of course. Thank you.
Vivian, love, do you have a moment? There's someone I would like to introduce you to.
Sure.
Dave, this is Vivian Chen, our project coordinator. And Dave, this is...
Let me guess, David Barker? Old friend of Al's, our new project assistant. You start next week. Great to finally meet you.
Wow, news around your travels fast.
Well, Al here has been singing your praises for 2 weeks. I half expected you to have a halo.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Vivian.
I admit the part about walking on water was a bit of an exaggeration.
Hey, babe. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. Here are the sketches? Hey, Al.
Hey, Taylor, back from your long weekend at the shore, I see.
Yeah.
How'd things work out?
Oh, don't ask. Are all men shallow, or only the ones that I've dated?
I don't know, I've never dated one. Taylor, I'd like you to meet David Barker, our new project assistant, and one of the most unshallow men I know.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, David.
It's nice to meet you too, Taylor. I was watching you earlier. I mean, I saw you earlier in the lobby. I was waiting for the interview.
Of course.
I guess you forgot to mention that he's also a stalker.
An unshallow stalker? I can't say I've ever met one.
Well, you two will make a great team. Stalker and professional flirt.
Taylor is in creative.
Seriously, though, congratulations on getting the job. I'm looking forward to working with you.
I thought you said we were going to talk before you agreed to anything. Now you're telling me you're going to start next week?
Dad, I didn't expect to be offered the job on the spot. I didn't expect to be offered the job at all.
But couldn't you wait just another day or two?
Well, I mentioned that to Al, but he felt I needed to jump on this right away.
Now it makes sense. Al Phillips, of course.
It does make sense. I was offered a job for which I have no experience, and they were interviewing people with lots of it. Why would I wait?
How about this? Dad asked you to. You know, the man who put a roof over your head.
James, please. You know we would really love you to stay on with the family business. And I don't want to lose you. Now, if you want to do something else to make a living, I can accept that. But have you really counted the cost? What impact will this have on your spiritual routine?
I don't think any at all, Dad.
Okay, well, have you considered the extra time each week to commute? Rush hour to and from the city each day can be pretty brutal.
But there are other brothers who do that.
What about the hours they expect you to work? Will it interfere with your meetings, your auxiliary pioneering?
Well, I may have to put that on hold, but it shouldn't interfere with my meetings.
What do you mean it shouldn't? You did tell him about our meetings, didn't you?
Do you mind? I'm having a conversation with Mom and Dad. Dad, it'll have very little impact on my spiritual routine.
Okay, fair enough. But what about your goal to regular pioneer? We set up savings accounts to help you boys do that.
I appreciate that you're concerned about me. I do, but I'm 21 years old.
I've just seen how some jobs can consume a brother where there's very little time or energy left for Jehovah. I just want to make sure you're thinking this whole thing through, David.
Remember, honey, what your dad always says? Measure twice, cut once.
I know, Mom. I know. I am thinking this through. And I'm really, really excited about this job. Please, everyone, stop worrying about me. It's not like I'm falling out of the truth.
Of course you're not.
Wouldn't you like something else to eat?
Actually, I'm gonna go over my talk one more time before meeting.
All right, then.
So now what are we gonna do?
We'll make the best out of it. I'm sure we can find a brother that's looking for some work.
Ed Brewster's a really good carpenter.
That's right. I'll give him a call.
I'm very uncomfortable about David taking on this job.
Sooner or later, everyone has to make their own decisions. I think the best thing right now is to show David some support.
I feel like I've been supporting him for years.
I am really worried about those boys.
They are two very different personalities, that's for sure. But they're both hard workers, they have good hearts, and I know they love Jehovah. They'll work it out. Let's give them some time. And why don't we say a prayer about it?
Whoa, Diego. No running in the Kingdom Hall, okay?
Saturday would be perfect. In fact, I have a couple of return visits we could do.
Great comment on the Bible highlights tonight.
Thanks, Brother Barker.
Hey, how's school going
Wow,
for
that
you?
sounds really cool. And you start next week?
Yeah, I'm really excited. This company is huge, and it's getting even bigger. The fact that I got hired, it's pretty amazing.
David, wanted to tell you I really enjoyed your talk. Very nice job.
Thanks, Brother Harper. Al thinks now I have my foot in the door, with all sorts of potential for advancement.
Aren't you gonna miss the family business?
Let me think. No more splinters, no more bruised thumbs, no more older brother micromanaging my work. Let me get back to you on that. But the people I'll be working with are super cool.
So I wonder if your friend Al was at his meeting tonight. My guess would be not.
What? Where did that come from?
Look, I know you're excited about your new job. Just can't wait to get away from us micromanaging blue-collar workers. Yeah, that's right. I heard what you said. If you're not happy working for our company, so be it. I just wish that was with someone else.
Listen, Al may not live up to your perfect standards, but he's a baptized brother and a good friend who stuck his neck out for me. You gotta stop all this worrying. It isn't healthy. Like, give yourself a stroke or something. Now, if you don't mind, I have to learn about my new company.
Please, just watch yourself, okay?
Okay, thanks for the advice. Mind shutting the door on your way out?
Okay, so moving on. I'm sure you've heard, but in case you were in a coma and just woke up, our sales team hit a big home run last week with Global Prop, and we won the contract for their next online marketing campaign. Big time praise goes out to the teams that worked on deck on this one. Sales says the presentation was AAA standard. Fantastic work, guys. Of course, now comes the really fun part. Our client wants to have creative comps 2 weeks. And to launch, 4 months. I know people, I'm not happy about this either. But this is big. Corporate is investing heavily in this project, and we need to shine on this one. That means this takes priority. Now look, you're all top performers. You can do this. So what do you say? Let's make it happen.
Get used to seeing it. This is the future of heroes.
Hey, David. Hey. Listen, I've been hearing a lot of good things about you. Good work.
Well, thanks.
Hey, David.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
How was your day?
We had a good day.
All right.
Hey, David. Gonna play some ball. Come on, let's go.
I gotta do this.
Okay.
That's simple. That, page 17. Right there? Perfect. Study. Okay, got it.
So, James, if you'll read that for us.
Hey, wake up.
Sorry. Oh, Brother Harper, I gotta take this. Hello?
Even his holy arm has gained salvation for him. Jehovah has made his salvation known in the eyes of the nations.
Hey, where things have been going.
Dad, how can you even say that? I still study, I go to meetings, I'm late.
That, son, I know that, but you've made some.
Did you see that expression? Rejoice. Does that bring back memories from the kingdom?
So glad we're gonna go out somewhere.
You guys, what about that new place? The one we found last week?
Yeah, let's check it out.
I could definitely go for a few drinks. James, you're up late.
Yeah, we need this thing for tomorrow.
Old gun is still jamming up, huh?
Just the 3rd time this week.
I know it well. I must have repaired that thing 100 times. Why doesn't Dad just get a new one?
I think he has some sort of sentimental attachment to it. It's probably the first one he ever owned.
Probably.
How about you? They have you working late again?
Yeah. This project we're working on, it's for a huge client. We're burning the candle at both ends, trying to meet some unrealistic deadline to make account services happy.
Sounds intense. So is this job everything you thought it would be?
To be honest, I didn't know what it would be. I like the corporate vibe and the challenge of doing something different. It's awesome collaborating on a project. Maybe someday I'll get sick of it. I don't know, like anything else, but for now, I like it. It's kind of exciting.
Well, you'll do well with it. I'm sure you're one of the best workers that they have.
Thanks. Say, if you ever need a recommendation.
No thanks. There's one shark-infested ocean I have no desire to swim in.
Right. Well, I better get to bed. Rush hour is only a few hours away. I'll see you in the morning.
Hey, David. Can I ask you something?
Yeah?
What's going on, man?
You mean other than what we just talked about?
All this overtime for some corporate monster that could care less about you. The association, it's not good. It's starting to affect you.
You know, for a minute, I actually thought that you were interested in what I'm doing.
I am interested in what you're doing. And that's why I'm worried.
Well, stop. You've got nothing to worry about. I'm doing fine.
You're doing fine? In less than 2 months, you've missed 6 meetings and 3 weekends of field service.
Are you keeping track? Anything else, Detective Barker?
Actually, yeah. Your watchtower is never studied. You hardly answer at the meetings. All you ever talk about is work. That's not fine, and you know it. It's like you're becoming a carbon copy of Al Phillips.
You really need to get some new material.
I warned you about him, and it's all coming true.
Well, then I guess you can add profit to your many roles,
How
then.
about brother who cares? Who stuck his neck out for you his entire life? Who doesn't want to see his brother get hurt?
Ooh, savior,
Don't
too.
go ahead and mock me. It's just mind-boggling to see anything redeeming in that guy.
You're just jealous, aren't you?
Jealous of Al? Are you crazy?
No, jealous right to the bone, because Al, unlike you, he enjoys life. He makes friends with everyone. He's happy, he's successful, people in the congregation liked him. That is until people like you started bad-mouthing him.
People like me?
Yeah, boring, uptight, self-righteous, I could go on.
Well, I'm struggling to stay on the cramped road of life. You're off running around on the wide and spacious with dreams of being some corporate big shot.
You're just jealous of that, too.
Not on your life. I want to do what's right in God's eyes. And I want the same thing for you, too.
You only think about yourself.
But you smug little...
Go ahead, say it!
Do what you want, David. I can't stop you. Mom and Dad can't stop you. Jehovah's not going to stop you. This is your decision.
Now you're finally getting it.
I don't know if you get it. As you sink deeper into this world's mess, who do you think is going to reach in and pull you out? I'm not. As of now, I'm done. You know, it just sickens me to think how much you're gonna hurt Mom and Dad. I'm going to bed. I was a good brother to you.
Some good brother. So, is work always like this?
Pretty much. Sales lands big new account, promises the client the world. Thank you.
Thanks.
Then Mike pumps us up with a motivational speech about how this will be the game changer for our branch. Then we run around like crazy to get it done.
On time and under budget, of course.
You learn quickly. And if not, Mike gives us another speech.
He seems like a nice enough guy, though.
Oh, he can be. As long as corporate headquarters is happy. Mike is a company man first, nice guy second.
I see. Everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Just a persistent ex-boyfriend. Sorry.
Let me guess. The guy you were talking about when we first met?
I have a good memory. Yes, another tragic love story. Girl gives her heart to guy, and guy cheats on her. They break up. Guy tries to win her back.
Taylor, I haven't known you that long, but I'm pretty sure you deserve a whole lot better than that.
Thank you. I think so too. Well, now that you know all about me, I don't know very much about you. Other than you grew up with Al, you worked as a carpenter, you're a super nice guy, and you don't curse. Tell me more.
That's about it. You've pretty much covered everything.
Come on.
Really, there's not much else. I started working for my dad's company when I was 16. Barker Family Construction. A forward-moving, privately owned firm based out of a modest facility, our garage, that features a highly simpatico workforce. My dad, mom, and older brother. Our mission statement, no job too small.
Sounds like a nice group to work for.
Yeah, I guess it was. I just kind of grew out of it, you know? Hence my recent job change.
Now, with your construction background, how do you explain the nice guy, no cursing part?
That. Well, my family is very religious, so we were raised studying the Bible.
Okay, what religion?
Christian.
Well, I figured that, but what church?
We're Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, really? You know, there was a girl in high school that was a Jehovah's Witness. She was really, really into it. Actually, some of the kids kind of made fun of her. To tell you the truth, I don't know much about it.
It looks like Al is gonna send out a search party if we don't get back.
We wouldn't want that now, would we?
No.
Research for our project? How was your coffee break?
Good. Why do you ask?
So you are interested in Taylor?
We had coffee, that's all.
Oh, sure, it starts with coffee.
Now, if you don't mind, I have work to do.
Actually, Romeo, I have some life-altering news for you. How about we head to the think tank?
So, what is this life-altering news that you have for me?
You remember my cousin Anton, right?
Yeah, the one that lives downtown?
Yeah, well, he called to tell me that 2 of his roommates just moved out of the apartment.
So
he's got to rent the rooms out in order to afford to stay there.
Go on.
Do I have to spell this out for you? 2 rooms, 2 people, 2 miles from work. It's too good to pass up.
Duh, it's too expensive.
This is a no-brainer.
You really think that we should sublet from Anton?
Think about it. No more long commute. No more getting stuck in traffic. No more having your loving family scrutinize every move you make. And the cherry on top is that we get to room together.
Maybe forgetting that I make way less money than you.
Dave, it's only a matter of time before you get a raise. Probably a promotion.
Well, until then, I can't afford it.
Don't you have any savings you can tap into?
Yeah, some. All right, let me talk to my parents first, and I'll get back to you.
Listen, here, take a seat. I'll be upfront with you. As a favor to me, Anton was willing to let you rent out the room instead of his girlfriend's brother. But you gotta act now or the deal's gonna be gone by this weekend. Look, you're 21 years old. You can't live with your parents forever. Don't you think it's time you leave the nest? Spread your wings? Be your own man.
You're right. All right, I'll take it. I'm in.
Fantastic. Let me just call Anton. Hey, Anton. Yeah, my boy David's in. Tonight? Sure, Pete's. Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll see you there. Bye. Done. We'll meet him tonight. We'll seal the deal over a couple beers.
No, we won't. I have a talk tonight. In fact, I have to finish writing it.
Can't you get somebody to replace you?
Oh, I hate to do that again.
Just do what I do. Don't show up. Somebody always covers.
I'm not doing that.
Come on, man. It's just this once.
Fine. Hey, Brother Harper. It's David. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Good. Hey, something came up at work, and I'm not going to be able to give my talk tonight. I'm so sorry. I really hope you can find someone to cover for me. I know.
I know, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. All right, bye.
Hello, son.
Dad. You scared me. What are you still doing up?
I didn't know you had to work so late. Last I heard, you were giving a talk tonight.
I'm sorry. I should have told you. Some work-related stuff came up, and one thing led to another.
Son, we need to talk. Please, would you sit down for a minute? You know, your mother and I are very worried about you. You've been missing your meetings, your service, your family worship with us. And it's been happening more and more.
I know, Dad. It'll be a little insane just till we meet this deadline.
And then what? What about the deadline after that? I used to work for a big company. The more you keep giving, the more they'll keep taking. Where are you going to draw the line?
When I worked for you, we had deadlines, things that went wrong. We worked overtime.
Sometimes, but very rarely did it interfere with our theocratic schedule. I've been pretty successful in keeping the business in its place.
You have, Dad. I know. You set a good example that way.
Why don't you consider coming back to the family business with us? You can get stabilized, and I can give you a small raise.
I can't. No. Dad, I'm sorry. Construction, it's great for you and James, but not for me. I'm really happy where I'm at. And the people, they respect me. I like this job.
Is a job worth sacrificing your relationship with Jehovah?
Of course not. It's not like that's happening.
The Bible's filled with examples of people who felt the same way in the beginning, but then something happened, gradually.
I'm not quite sure how that applies to me.
Here, let me show you something, David. Maybe this will help. Read Hebrews 2:1.
That is why it is necessary for us to pay more than the usual attention to the things heard by us, that we may never drift away. Okay?
We need to pay attention because any one of us could drift, and it could lead to our spiritual shipwreck. Sometimes it takes other people to point out that we're drifting.
Well, I've got lots of people pointing. You, Mom, James, the elders. The list is pretty long. Listen, Dad. I appreciate your concern. I need to tell you something.
What is it?
I'm going to move out.
What? To where?
Al's cousin Anton. He's got an apartment in the city.
What's wrong with living here?
I need more freedom. Some independence.
Freedom and independence from what?
Come on, Dad. Where do I start? I feel like I'm constantly being questioned. Where are you going? Who are you with? What's the name of the movie you're seeing? Oh, he's not good association. You need to use the internet in the living room. Even when you don't say anything, I can tell. I feel so restricted.
David, we live by Bible principles in our house. They're not restrictive, they protect us.
My point is, I need to answer for myself. All of us have an accounting to God, right?
That's true.
I just want to make my own decisions then, right or wrong. Is that such a bad thing?
If you know what's right and you choose to do what's wrong, then it is a bad thing.
Honey, what's going on? What's wrong?
David and I are just talking. He wants to move into the city, into an apartment with Al and his cousin Anton.
What? Why would you want to do that?
I don't want to get into all the details right now. Let's just say it'll be a lot closer to work and we'll leave it at that.
I don't understand. You have everything you need here. You save money, and you're surrounded by people that love you.
That's the problem. I'm feeling loved to death.
There's no such thing.
Oh, there is. And this family is a prime example.
Well, what congregation would you go to?
I don't know yet, Mom.
Your dad knows brothers in the city. He could call someone and find out.
No, that's all right. I'll take care of it when I'm ready.
When you're ready? David, that's one of the first things you should find out.
Mom, please.
Can you even afford a place in the city?
Since you asked, I'm going to need to tap into the savings account you set up for me.
That was supposed to help you pioneer.
It's my money, isn't it? Are you going to question how I use that also?
David!
No, that's all right. It's your money.
Thank you.
Well, well, well. What new pain are you causing the family now, little brother?
Stay out of this, James.
Oh, no, that's okay. I already heard most of it. So you want to move in with Al's cousin, Anton. I wonder which one of his girlfriends is spending the night these days.
You mean Anton is not in the truth? Is that true?
You didn't mention that.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot more he's not telling you. Now you and your mentor can really find out what this world has to offer.
David, why are you putting yourself in that situation? You're just asking for trouble.
It's no big deal. I can handle it.
Another late night at the office, huh? You know, it's so ironic that the talking card for today dealt with putting spiritual things first.
Stay out of my face, James.
You know, maybe not so much ironic, perhaps a bit more providential. I'm sure Jehovah knew you weren't fit to give that talk.
Stop it, both of you! David, what's gotten into you?
Do you see what I mean? This is exactly what I am talking about. I am done being cross-examined and scrutinized. I'm moving into my own place with people that I approve of, and I'm answering for myself.
You know what? Just let him go! He deserves whatever he gets!
God, what is happening to my family?
Housemate. Here, let me help you with some of that. Thank you. There's still a lot in the car, which is probably parked illegally. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? Yeah.
David, welcome. Hey, come on in. Make yourself at home.
Thanks. Hey, here's the first month's rent.
Fantastic.
Come on, man. I'm showing you around. All right, so the kitchen is there. Here we have Anton's girlfriend, Jessica. Jessica, this is David.
The newest roommate. Hey.
Hey, it's nice to meet you.
Same. You want a beer?
I'm okay, thanks.
All right. Enjoy the tour.
Anyways, we have the bathroom here. This is Anton's room.
Wait, does Jessica live here?
Nah, she's just a frequent house guest. She's hot, isn't she? And this is my room.
Nice.
It's a work in progress. And finally, last but not least, drum roll please. Ta-da! Your bedroom. You like?
Ooh, what did I do to deserve the luxury suite? And with a view.
Hey, Mr. Glass Half Empty, how about you focus on what you're getting? This is yours. Can't put a price on that.
My checkbook says you can.
Chump change soon enough.
Oh, my car.
Come on. Hey, and I told Anton about the little housewarming party next week.
I still can't believe it's $115 for double parking.
There, we should be synced up.
Oh yeah, party spreadsheet.
Now all we gotta do is fill it with names.
Again, who cares how much money he makes? You deserve better than that. Girl, I would have put the final nail in that coffin a long time ago if I was in your shoes.
He bought me these shoes, actually.
Very funny. See, Taylor, this is what makes our team so great. Devoted employees working through lunch. Okay, what are you really up to?
A little housewarming party next weekend, and it just so happens that we have openings for a number of attractive females.
About 70, to be precise.
Well, count me in.
Did you say next weekend? I think we have plans then. Could I get back to you on that?
Serious, Taylor, you've got to move on from him.
You're right. You know what? I could do with some serious drinking myself.
Good choice. There will be plenty of that, I can assure you. Mark them down.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Hey, Phillips. Big party, huh? Lots of booze? Really?
Yeah, well, guest list is a little tight, otherwise I'd invite you.
Not likely. Say, Al, your buddy David here told me the other week that you two are Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah, so?
Interesting. I never knew that. You know, my wife talks about the Bible with a witness woman. She comes by the house.
That's great, Will.
Can't say I agree with them, but what I've been hearing about Jehovah's Witnesses and what I know about you, well, let's just say there seems to be a discrepancy. That's all.
Okay, was that just me, or was that a very odd conversation?
No, that was definitely odd.
Forget him, he's crazy.
You told me that you were a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about religion at work.
Don't be silly, we're at lunch. I had some neighbors, they were Jehovah's. No offense, nice people. Just a little too devoted.
Well, they live what they believe.
What do you believe?
Well, we believe that God's name is Jehovah. His son is Jesus Christ. Humans will be restored to perfection and live forever on a paradise earth. And that the dead will be resurrected. That's just scratching the surface, really.
Wow, that's some heavy stuff. You know, I went to church when I was a kid, but I can't say I remember any of that.
I vaguely remember that you don't celebrate birthdays.
Yeah, that's true.
What's wrong with birthdays?
We have no problem if other people celebrate theirs, but we don't because they have pagan origins, and the Bible doesn't really put them in a favorable light.
Al, last year when we threw you a party, you didn't say anything.
I don't really make a big deal about that stuff. It's a conscience thing. You know, we really should be getting back to work.
Wait, doesn't your religion punish people when they do something bad?
Well, there are certain things that the Bible condemns.
And if you get caught, you get a lecture, promise not to do it again, cry a few tears. It's pretty straightforward.
It's not like every religion.
It's not quite like that. If someone commits a serious sin, confesses it, is sorry, and doesn't do it again, then they lose privileges in the congregation.
But what if they aren't sorry?
Or what if they keep doing it?
Well, then they may get disfellowshipped.
Wow, you mean like kicked out?
Not exactly. They can still come to congregation meetings, they're just not allowed to socialize with anyone.
Seriously?
Wow, that sounds a bit extreme.
I tend to agree.
Okay, well, it may seem that way, but it's a protection for the people in the congregation. And the hope is it will help the person to stop doing bad. And if they do, then eventually everyone welcomes them back.
Wow, I don't know how long I would last in your religion.
Yeah, it's not for everyone. Well, kids, fun time is over. Dave, we really should be getting back to work. Why don't we see if the conference room's open?
Okay. So, what's going on, man?
What is with you?
What?
Why'd you have to bring up all that disfellowshipping stuff? And birthdays?
I didn't bring it up, they did.
Why didn't you just tell them about Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny while you were at
They
it?
wanted to know. What was I supposed to do?
Change the subject! Like, you can't shove our beliefs down their throats!
I wasn't shoving anything.
Listen, talking about religion at work is never a good idea. Such a turnoff, especially with certain people.
Like who?
Pretty much everybody. Will Parsons? What did you even talk to that guy for?
I don't know. He was helping me with my computer. He seemed like a nice guy.
Well, looks can be deceiving. Listen, you said what you needed to say. I just think it's best if we keep our beliefs to ourselves from now on. And look, I'm sorry about losing it. It's all this pressure I'm under. Are we cool?
Yeah, we're fine.
All right, let's get back to work. And don't even worry about it. This place is not gonna get started till 10:30, 11 maybe. You know how I roll.
What do you think? How does it look?
Looks great. Hey, David, can you get the door?
Here, honey, here's some ginger tea. It will help settle your stomach.
Thank you, hon. I know it's only been 2 weeks, but I'm worried. Do you think we should call him?
I did. I got his voicemail. I think we need to give him a little time to sort things out.
I know our son. His behavior lately, that outburst, that's not the David of 6 months ago. Maybe James is right about Al.
Whether he is or isn't, David's an adult now, and he's not under our roof. He's making his own choices.
I was just reading Proverbs 22:6. Train up a boy according to the way for him. Even when he grows old, he will not turn aside from it. John, did we do our best to train them?
You know, we could have always done something different, but we trained them by our example to put spiritual things first. We were always open with them. We listened, took them on family vacations. We studied with them, and we showed them love. And you know what else? They had the most loving, caring mother in the entire world. So yes, we did our best to train them. Now it's up to David not to turn aside as he gets older.
And so, concept design was down to those 3 final cuts as of last night. Creative is still tweaking some layout options, and that's all for our team. We're on target for deadline.
Thank you, Vivian, and everyone for your reports. Folks, you've done some great work these last couple of months. However, a little reality check is in order. There is a whole lot that can go wrong between now and our deadline. We need to stay sharp and keep our eyes on the prize. So let's keep up the good pace and show the big boys in corporate what this branch can do. I don't care what it takes. I want this done by deadline.
He is one of our biggest clients. It's due by tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're gonna finish this if it takes all night.
So, I'll teach you how to play. What do you think?
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Hey, Viv.
Good morning, David. How was your concert?
It was awesome. We had a blast, except for when some guy threw up on me.
Ooh, gross. Did you get the email?
Yeah. What's that all about?
Good news, I'm sure. You're gonna want to look your best tomorrow. We all have to put on a good show.
Really?
Do me a favor, get this to Al, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, have you seen Taylor today?
She called me on Saturday and said she needed Monday and Tuesday off.
All right. Thanks.
Sure. Absolutely. I'll have it ready. Sure thing. Bye-bye. Hey, bro. Get the email?
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, it's not every day corporate makes a special house call. Word on the street is that they are ecstatic about all the business our branch brought in.
What does that mean for us?
My guess, they beef up our budget and we all get a fat bonus.
By we all, does that include me?
Oh, I'm sure. And you'll probably get a raise, too.
That would be awesome. I have a killer credit card bill overdue.
Yeah, have no worries. By next month, your cuppeth shall runneth over. That's a scripture, isn't it?
Hey, did you know that Taylor was taking today and tomorrow off?
I saw that. Probably got bribed into another weekend with her ex-boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on. What do you expect if all you do is drink coffee and flirt with her? Can you blame her?
I'm not ready for a serious relationship anyway.
Who said anything about serious? It's just fun, you know? That's what office romances are. Here, take this to Viv, tell her it's perfect. And cheer up. By tomorrow, we'll all be riding high.
All right.
Hello, David Barker. Hi, Mr. Benson. Yes, sir, I'll be right in. All right, thank you. You want to see me, sir?
David, have a seat, please. You have been a great part of the team. For someone who came here with no experience, it's been a real pleasure watching you learn the ropes, and I think you have a great future ahead of you. I really mean that.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
That's why what I have to say is very difficult. I just found out from corporate that are transferring several accounts to the West Coast office. I have no choice but to cut staff. Unfortunately, I have to let you go.
What? I don't understand.
I know. These things are never easy.
When?
The company policy is pretty strict. It's effective immediately. Now, you haven't been here long, but I can probably arrange for you to get 2 weeks severance.
2 weeks?
Listen, if anything opens up in the future, I'll keep you in mind. And please, feel free to use me as a reference.
How could this happen? What went wrong?
I don't know. It wasn't supposed to be this way. I had no idea.
I mean, all this time I've been putting in, I've devoted my whole life to this company.
Look, Dave, we'll get you another job. I know people at other places.
In this economy, are you kidding me? I can't believe this.
Come on, calm down.
That's easy for you to say. You still have a job. You're not broke. I have $5,000 in credit card debt. I couldn't even pay my car insurance last month. I was supposed to be getting a raise, not fired.
Come on, I'll help you with something. Maybe get you through a couple weeks. I can loan you some of my bonus.
You got a bonus? What, you get a promotion too?
Hello? Yes, he's here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'll get it to you as soon as possible. Okay, bye. Listen, I gotta get this report to Mike. I'll take you out for drinks later.
Really?
I'm sorry, bro. It's company policy.
Mr. Barker, could you come with me to your desk?
It's all right. Don't worry. Whatever. Now, remember, don't tell anyone you're unemployed. Tell them you're in transition. And don't worry, I got friends at other companies. I'll make some calls when I have some time.
Time? Dude, I don't have time.
Hey, come on, have a little faith. Trust me, we'll get you something.
Trust you. It's exactly what I did, and look where it got me.
Whoa, easy, pal. I got you in. I set you up, didn't I?
Let's just go home, okay?
You should show me more appreciation than that.
Believe it or not, this isn't about you. Do me a favor and just stop talking. I shouldn't drive. We can take the train. I'll get my car in the morning.
The train? At this hour? What are you, crazy?
Fine, we'll take a taxi.
A taxi? You barely had anything to drink.
I had enough. I'm not driving.
Fine, I'll drive.
That's not a good idea, and you know it. Come on, give me my keys back.
Look, maybe you don't know how to handle your liquor, but I do. You're starting to sound like my mother. Just get in the car. Dude, you totally just ran a red light. It just turned red. There wasn't even a car in sight. Why don't you stop whining? Oh, I cannot believe this. Perfect. I told you we should have taken the train. What are you doing? Why are you speeding up? Far enough ahead, I can lose him. Are you out of your mind? I'm not about to lose my license. Well, you should have thought of that before you took my keys. This is ridiculous, dude. What do you... Come on, man. Just pull over. Does this car have anything in it? You slow down? Just shut up! I'm trying to concentrate! On what? Getting us killed? What are you doing? Can't believe this! Look what you've done to my car! Who cares? I'll pay for it! We gotta go! We're not going! They'll run my plates! They'll know it's mine! Report it stolen! I'm not gonna do that! Come on, we gotta go now!
Keep your hands in the air. Down on the ground. Now, get down on the ground. Face down. Do it. Check the car. Checking the car. Show me your hands. Check the car. Car's clear. Give me your left hand. Right hand back.
David Barker? Security cameras corroborated your story. Your buddy's been arrested.
Hey, Taylor, it's David.
Hello?
Hey, it's me.
I cannot believe that Al did that. What was he thinking?
I don't know. I've never seen him like that.
Well, hopefully he can get a good lawyer and sort everything out.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm sure he'll think of something. It is Al, after all.
True. What about you? What are you going to do now?
I guess start by getting a job. Any job. And other than that, I'm not sure.
You're a talented, honest, hardworking guy. Something is going to come your way. I know it. Don't worry.
Thanks. I just wish that I had the same confidence. Well, Taylor, thank you for letting me use your dryer and having me over.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate it. But it's getting late. I probably should go.
No, that's crazy. It's pouring outside. You'll just get soaked. You could stay here until it stops.
It could rain all night. I should get going.
That's okay. You could sleep on the couch if you have to. You are not going out in this.
Well then, I guess the decision has been made for me.
It has. Besides, we still have this bottle of wine to finish.
Careful. Thank you. You sure you want to hang out with an ex-convict? A broke, unemployed, carless ex-convict at that?
You forgot unshallow stalker.
Oh yes, how could I ever forget that?
Get it right, David.
You think I should put that on my resume?
Oh, definitely.
Consider it done.
Seriously, though, I'm really going to miss working with you.
I'm gonna miss you too.
But it doesn't mean we can't still see each other, right?
No, come on, that doesn't have to change. We'll still see each other.
David, please don't go home tonight.
Jehovah, I'm so sorry. Can you ever forgive me?
What Manasseh did was shocking. But was he a lost cause? Was he beyond hope? Let's read 2 Chronicles chapter 33, verse 12. And as soon as it caused him distress, he softened the face of Jehovah his God. Jehovah forgave Manasseh. What can we learn from that? When a person sins, even seriously, and shows true repentance by abandoning his wrong course and making every effort to do what is right, he's not a lost cause. He's not beyond hope. Our loving God, Jehovah, will forgive him in a large way.
You'll be able to put away those umbrellas and break out the sunglasses, because by tomorrow night, we should be in the clear. We'll have the complete forecast with all the details for you right after sports.
Well, looks like we're going to be working indoors one more day. Better get to bed.
Well, don't forget, honey, trash pickup is tomorrow.
That's right.
David!
Welcome home, son. I missed you so much.
Dad, I'm so sorry. Could I please come home?
How you feeling?
Relieved, upset, nervous. I'm so disappointed in myself for bringing reproach on Jehovah's name.
Son, if your heart is condemning you, then just remember that the Bible assures us that God is greater than our hearts. We serve a loving and merciful Father.
I know. But Dad, what if I get disfellowshipped? I've already caused you and Mom so much pain.
If that happens, then we're going to work with it. David, these brothers really care about you. So whatever they decide, We need to view it as an expression of Jehovah's love.
Thank you, Dad. Thanks.
I'll be right here when you're done.
Okay. Thank you. It feels really good to be back in Jehovah's house again.
The joy of Jehovah is our stronghold. His name all men must come to know. With constant devotion to our God and King, godly joy and service we will show.
Hey, James! You two are in a good mood. What's the special occasion?
Well, on the way home from service, we thought, why not have a meal for your brother and have a few friends over?
So we're having David's favorites: roast beef, mashed potatoes, green beans, and apple pie.
Yes.
John, I forgot the whipped cream. Could you run to the store and pick some up for us?
You're kidding me, right?
Hey, Dad. So I talked to Brother Harper, and he said they're gonna make it.
Get your own whipped cream.
So, where are you planning to go?
I don't know. Probably to a friend's house. I just gotta get out of here for a while.
Oh, I see.
You know what, Dad? I just don't get it. I'm the one who sticks with the family business. I'm the one who remains faithful. I try and do everything right. No one's singing when I get home. No one's throwing me a party.
Son. Please, can we just talk for a moment? You have stuck with us. You have been faithful. Your mother and I love you for that. And I'm so proud of you. And it's true, your brother has made some bad choices, and he's paying for that. But he's back now.
What choice did he have? He spent all of his money doing who knows what, and you just let him back in.
He's shown repentance, and he's accepting the discipline.
After what he said to me, what he's done to us, I warned him. I practically begged him, and he just ignored it. I'm not buying it.
I know he's hurt you. Your brother was spiritually dead, but now he's come back to life, and he needs you now more than ever. Can't you find some way to forgive him and to welcome him back?
I know that's what I'm supposed to do. But I just don't feel that way. I'm sorry.
We'll give him the strap. By the way, that is David's favorite. Is it? Yeah,
It
I'm
is.
glad I'm getting to it first. You better get
I'm gonna start these potatoes, Mom. They look great.
Oh,
Want some?
Sure.
You know, he is doing so well. In fact, today we got a chance to see that video. He was so impressed with that. It's really an effective video for us. Oh, well.
Yeah,
In fact, this
thanks.
morning, we had a chance to see it.
Good morning, honey.
Morning, Mom.
Well, you certainly are up bright and early and making breakfast.
I just wanted to show the greatest mom and dad in the world how much I love them.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
Well, what can I do to help?
Nothing. You and Dad should just finish getting ready for meeting.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay. Well, I could get very used to this.
James, you're home.
Not for long. I just had to grab a few things.
I need to say something. I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Let me cut it with everyone else, but not with me. I'm not so gullible.
James, please don't do this to me.
To you?
Well, then don't do this to Mom and Dad. We can't keep putting them through this.
Well, you should have thought of that months ago.
I know. I know this is all my fault. I wish I could go back and do things differently.
Well, the damage is done, isn't it? I gotta go.
James.
David, get out of my way.
James. I know that sorry doesn't cut it. But please, just 1 minute. Just hear me out. For all the bad things that I've done, and I know now how much you cared about me, and how much you loved me, and I didn't care, and I wouldn't listen. You were right about so many things. But now I'm asking you, as the one that I used to look up to, as the one that taught me how to swing a hammer. James, I'm asking you as the one that taught me to beat me. James, I'm asking you as your little brother. Please forgive me. Because if you can't, I can't live with myself. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry.
Careful, bro. Don't mess up your clothes.
I'm good.
That should be good now. Why don't you finish getting ready?
I don't mind. I got plenty of time.
Come on in. Breakfast is ready.
Yes, we should have everything roughed in for you by tomorrow morning latest. Exactly. All right then, we'll see you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Honey, after we leave, could you call the township and have them schedule the inspector for Friday?
Sure. What about Ed Brewster? When do you need him next week?
I'm going to need him a few days, so let's wait and see what the boys have scheduled first.
Sounds
okay?
great to me.
Yeah.
Mom, those look amazing.
Morning, Mom. It smells really good. Oh, did you want to call Johnny and Mel, see if they can play some ball tonight?
Yeah, actually, I'm supposed to work out in service of Johnny this morning, so I'll ask him, and then I'll call Mel at lunch, and then I'll check to make sure the courts are open.
Okay, so David, what's your schedule looking like for next week?
Well, I was hoping to go out in service on Wednesday and Friday, and then planning to work the other days.
Perfect. How about you, James?
Well, if I go out on Monday, I'll have my time for the month, so I can start work Tuesday.
Good. Well, that's good, because I'll need both of you to help me finish the punch list at the Mitchell house, and then I can call for the final inspection.
You're telling me you got your time in for the month already? How'd you manage that?
All in the scheduling, bro. Start early in the day, early in the week, early in the month.
And early in the year. That's what everyone's been saying. I hope I can make it work.
I know you will. When you start pioneering, we'll make a good team.
Yeah, we will. I'm looking forward to it.
James, you want to read our theme text this morning?
It's taken from 1 Corinthians 13:13. Now, however, there remain faith, hope, love, these three. But the greatest of these is love.
So it looks like we're talking about love this morning. David, you want to read our comments?
Sure. Now, among Jehovah's people today, we see the wisdom of pursuing the surpassing way of love. Truly, it excels in any and all situations. Note how the Apostle Paul emphasized that truth. He concluded, now, however, there remain faith, hope, love, these three. But the greatest of these is love.